What's up, guys? We just finished our EVO Tekken 8 showcase, and we're starting now with our Tekken Talk. My name is Mark Mann. I'm the Director of Business Development for EVO, and I have some very special guests with me. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. First off, Michael, go ahead.
Michael Murray, Tekken Series Producer.
いろいろやってます。はい。よろしくお願いします。
And I'll be translating for him, but this is Harada. I'm sure you're all aware, the Chief Producer and Director of the Tekken Project.
はい、鉄拳プロジェクトの池田です。鉄拳8ではゲームディレクターを担当しております。中津と呼んでください。よろしくお願いします。
And this is Kohei Ikeda, who is actually the game director on Tekken 8. He's probably more well known by the player name Nakatsu.
All right, guys, we are going to get into this. It's going to be very exciting. Of course, everyone wants to talk about Tekken 8, but before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about Tekken 7 and the Tekken World Tour.
Let's do it. Okay, so I believe we have a slide.
Here we go.
So first off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone who participated in the 2023 Tekken World Tour to make it one of the most exciting years to date. Next slide, please. And so the top 19 placements on the global leaderboard will be automatically invited to participate in the global finals. And not just that, but starting November 17th, we will be reaching out to the 20th through the 60th placers, and they will get priority for registering for the LCQs.
Yeah, the LCQ, of course, the last chance qualifier.
Right. So be sure to confirm with us, though, by the 26th, because after that, we will be opening up those slots for the general registration. And the global finals themselves will be held at the Civic Theater in New Orleans and USA this time.
Okay.
With the LCQ first occurring on January 12th, and then the global finals taking place over 2 days on January 13th through the 14th.
And of course, if people want to find out more information on this, you can check out the information at TekkenWorldTour.com. But talk to us about the global finals. There's not only the LCQ and the global finals, kind of as you mentioned, but what's the process? How does the
So
LCQ
it might
guy
be
go to the
the
global
latest Tekken 7
So if you're not one of
games
those lucky
tournament
19
so
and
far,
you want to
maybe.
register for the LCQ, we're going to
And
be
it will
opening up the registration
introduce
over
the
3
Tekken
phases.
8
This is to
official
accommodate
release
different time
of
zones,
the game,
etc.
maybe.
So the tickets themselves will be going on sale at $40, I believe, and that also includes spectator passes for the global finals. And then also, for the global finals themselves, you can also register for that. That opens up December 4th, and those are $25 each. Please keep in mind that that's only for the global final spectator
Just to
pass.
watch, right?
It doesn't include the LCQ. Next slide, please. And for the detailed ticket sales, like we were saying, it's going to open up in 3 phases to allow people in different time zones to be able to purchase them. So this will start at the 27th and run through November 29th for the LCQ. If you want a spectator pass for the global finals, that will start from December 4th. And also, please check out TekkenWorldTour.com for details regarding that. And regarding the information and rule sets for the LCQ and also the global finals, we'll be releasing that info on the same time as the first wave of LCQ tickets. So that'll be happening on November 27th. Again, please check out our website for the further details.
Yeah, of course, that's very, very important for the players that are participating, but also any would-be hopefuls that are entering in the last chance qualifier.
At one last spot, right?
Yeah.
Also, another exciting thing we're doing this year, we did it once previously,
fan art
but
campaign.
we're doing this fan art campaign. So if you have any cool Tekken art that you
Look
have,
at the
please
Lee
upload
Chala.
to X, formerly known
He
as
looks
Twitter,
like
with
a
the
combination
hashtag
between
Tekken
the,
or fan art, both would be preferable.
a diver
And we'll be selecting these to be aired
plus
during the broadcast of the global finals.
mechanics
so you
from
have until
robot
January
mechanics.
7th to do that. Also, if
It's
you've
so good,
uploaded
it's
some
so
really cool
funny.
art in the
Look at
past
the
and want to
goggles.
be considered, please re-upload it. And we'll be looking out for that, so please take part in it.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to see, of course, a lot of you Tekken fans out there at the Tekken World Tour Finals in January. But let's go ahead and talk about the closed beta that just happened for Tekken 8. I think Tekken 8 is really what the focus of today's event is, but I think what everyone is excited for that's coming out in early January.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
じゃあ原さん、鉄拳トーク始めましょう。あと中津。
Okay, let's start. Yeah, the CBT one was so good. Yeah, it introduced nerfs among all characters, especially when I was maining the Claudio. Yeah, Claudio was nerfed, and the hit system as an overall was nerfed also. Yeah, you cannot after the bound, after you launch the opponent and you bound them, and after the bound and you use the hit dash, it no longer float the enemies. It turns out to be a scaled 50% scaled damage, so you cannot continue. It doesn't even.
So
connect the rage art. The rage art doesn't even connect after the hit dash. So
and you were able to see
that
for the
is
first
quite a
time,
nerf.
areas, not only just the
But to be honest,
being introduced, but
I was
the
so
online lobby for the first time, as well as Ghost.
I was so dissatisfied about the
dev team
hit
is
system
hard at
as
work
an
taking
overall.
that feedback and implementing
Yes,
that
I mean,
into the
I got no problem when having a very long combos, to be honest.
オンラインロビーというかね、
2023 October, yes, platform, Steam, PlayStation
まだアメリ
5
カとかヨーロッ
contents,
パにゲーム
third
センターが
stage,
たくさんあった時のイメ
okay.
ージをちょっと
This doesn't include the Victor, right?
それをやったところ
The
非常に
latest
やっぱり
character
上手だった
is
ので
Feng,
ここは
Raven.
今後もねアップデートを続けれる場所かなというふうには思っています。
Yeah.
So a very good comment from Harada just mentioning that when we were developing
Tekken
this
5
online lobby, the idea
Yeah,
was to kind of
the thing that I really like about Tekken 8 and CVT is you can actually lap with the I mean the practice session is in the queue of the rank match. So
and it seemed like during the CVT,
previously in Tekken 7 you only know the frame data of the
and we're hoping that if this
of the
continues,
characters only,
we
right?
can
But you cannot
update
like,
that
for
every
example,
time.
like you want to make your enemy sidestep and so forth,
そう
and
です
so
ね
forth.
で次のスライド行ってみましょう
Yeah, you cannot do that. But in Tekken 8, it was introduced.
So just to
queue.
run through the,
So, okay, that's good.
basic details of the closed beta test. If you didn't participate, it happened from the 20th through the 23rd of October. In a first time for Tekken series, we did cross.
I didn't even touch the battle tutorial, to be honest.
PlayStation 5,
Because,
Xbox Series X, S, and Steam.
I remember I remember everybody says that the
19
Tekken
playable
8
characters
was
and 6
specifically
stages.
targeting
And the modes we had also,
the newcomers,
Robert
right?
was just mentioned the Tekken
And they
Fight
used
Rounds,
the battle
but also
tutorial,
rank match,
like
quick
easy
match,
mode,
battle
or-
tutorial, community,
yeah.
and other options were available during this time.
Yeah, I think one of the new things as well is the fight launch. So go ahead and kind of focus
Yeah,
in
the
on
fight
that
launch
and
is
talk about
quite-
how that
quite
really
cute,
played out for
actually.
the CBT.
Yeah, you
because I
can
know
make the
the
avatar.
CBT version of it is not reflective of the final product.
Battle
There are going to be some
area,
changes, right?
unlimited rank match
Yeah, let's see some,
functionality.
changes from Nakatsu.
So it doesn't first the trailer.
変更点とか楽しみできる要素。
Okay.
はい、鉄拳ファイトラウンドですけ
Tekken
ども
Ball
毎日
Tekken Dojo
通
with
いたくなる
practice
場所っていうのをキーワードに開発してまして、
Yeah, I was
ベータでは、バトルエリアとカスタマイズショップの、2つの機能しか、使えませんでしたが、製品版においては、ビーチエリアで、鉄拳ボールで遊べたり、同時に
Tekken Ball is
練習
good.
ができたり、本当にここだけで、コミュニティ同士の交流ができるように、拡張していきますので、期待してください。
So during the CBT, actually the whole theme of this area itself was we wanted to create an
But to be honest,
place where people are
when
going
I was
to
playing
kind of
in
check
Tekken
in
7,
every day to see
the
their friends,
unlimited rank
like
match
you would in an offline
functionality
arcade.
is
That was
good.
kind of the
You
theme
can
when we were
rematch.
developing it. During the CBT,
You can rematch
people
until
had
you
access
tire
to
or until
not
you
only
trigger.
the,
But to be
battle
honest,
area, but
the
also
more
customization
you
area.
the more you fight
In
with the
addition to
same
those, when you
opponent,
actually get your hands on the final
and
game, we'll
if you
have
keep
the beach
losing,
area in which
no,
play,
if you
Tekken
if you
Ball.
if you
But then
you
also
know
a Tekken
if
Dojo area
if you're
where you
in
can
past
practice
state,
on
you
friends
win,
and
you lose, you win, you lose,
Nice.
or one
I know
win,
there
one
were
lose,
some
two win,
changes
two
as well
lose.
to rank.
It doesn't
So
even
let's go
trigger
ahead and
you.
talk about the ranked info. in
But the
regards to
triggering one
rank
is
match
when
game.
you lose, keep losing in the same opponent, like
はい
5
ラン
losing
クマッチは
match.
変更というか、鉄拳7
Yeah,
から
it drives me
変更
nuts,
だったりす
to
る
be
と
honest.
基本的に
I
は
was hoping the Tekken 8 would introduce the first to three
無制限で
method for
イベン
rank
トマッ
match,
チ
but
を実施し
it turns out to be the same
まあ
like
理
Tekken
由は、
7, so yeah.
やっぱりそのランクをしっかりと担保するっていう試合形式と、マッチングに、偏りをもたらさないためっていうこの2点において、鉄拳8では、日本に先を採用してい
Maybe
ます。
they
で、
maybe they remove the one of the ranks each color the rank is. For example, blue ranks, green ranks. Maybe they in blue ranks maybe they remove Eugene, or
So
in
basically,
red rank they
we made a few
remove
changes, not
what
from the
is
CBT,
it?
but from
Suzak?
Tekken 7 rank match,
Maybe?
in which it's going to be best of 3, and it's no longer
Oh.
infinite continues, right? And this is just
Oh,
to try
rank
to
is still
ensure
best
that
of
the
3.
rank
So
is
what
an
does it mean when
appropriate estimation of your actual skills and
functionality,
player.
unlimited
And then
rank match
also,
functionality?
we made it so that in certain lower ranks,
So it's
you know,
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you could
Okay,
get
really.
promoted
So
past
best of 3
this time.
system.
You
Not
don't
first
get
to 3,
promoted
I
at
mean
all
best of
until you
3.
reach a certain in rank.
Got it. And
Okay.
aside from the rank match, there's also been some
Okay.
changes to the other type of matches that you play online, the
Including
group matches,
completely
right?
right?
あとグループマッチの変更もありますね。
あと1個前のスライドちょっと戻ってほしいんですけど、
Can we go back one slide,
It was
please?
difficult to understand which arcade
Let's go back to the rank.
はい
There we go.
ランクマッチで実はその勝敗が決着ついた後に、自分のフレンドだったりそのライバルっていった、人の
Practice
表
functions
示
can
が
be used while
ラン
matchmaking.
クが出
That's
るんです
pretty
そこでやっ
good.
ぱり、
Yeah,
今日
that's
は
pretty
ちょっ
good.
と友達より少し上に行きたいなとか、
To be honest,
こっちだけで行きたくないっていう人を
I wrote down
設定して
that
そのモ
that
チベーションを保ってもらいたいな
specific request into the
And so
survey.
another cool feature
after
we've done
attending
is when
CNT
you
and
actually
CPT.
exit a ranked match, you'll see other info about maybe your rivals or your friends, like how far along they are. So it's
Mhm.
kind of motivating me, like, hey, I'm going to play a little bit more today because I want to get
Yeah, you
farther
can
ahead
see
of
your
the
friends.
ranking.
You can
That's a
see
cool-
your
it's a
friends'
cool feature to
rank
keep in
when
mind.
after your
Okay,
D ranking
that's cool.
or
So let's go ahead and
that
go
one.
to the group matches then.
That kind of
はい
motivates
グル
me
ープマ
even.
ッチはその目の前の人と遊んだり、グループに、なった筐体で、友達と遊ぶ機能なんですけども、筐体の実は、看板が、グループのアイコンを示してたんですけども、クローズベータテストでこれどうやったらこの人と戦えるんだろうっていうのはちょっと分かりにくかったので、そういう声を結構たくさん聞いたので、グループを LINE で囲むことでより、このグループで対戦できますっていうのを視覚的に分かりやすく、改造しました。
ですよね。元々ゲーセンにあるような発想。
そうですね。
そう
はい
So this is actually the group match is kind of, if you've ever played Tekken 7 in arcade in Japan or Asia, you would understand it. There's certain groups that you play in against other players in that similar group. This was in the closed beta test, and although on the actual arcade cabinet in the game it had the same panel layout for everyone in the same group, some people apparently weren't able to pick up on that. It wasn't.
Can you
quite
imagine
accurate.
Harada is the
So we
latest
made some,
character of
lines on the
Tekken?
ground, etc.
Harada Mishima. Harada is one of the
これだからちょっと面白いの
distinguished
は
son of
そういう
the
ふうにレイアウトを変えてくれとか、あと日本人だと有名プレイヤーの後ろにブワーって行列本当に作っちゃうその行列を作るからその行列を作るためのラインを引いてくれとか割とバーチャルなゲームセンターを運営してるぐらいの
そうでしたね
要望が来るから、ちょっとそこは面白い気づきだったね。
And Harada was just mentioning that we received some interesting feedback that people wanted to change the layout or wanted us to change the layout, or perhaps one thing we saw in Japan at least was that if there's a famous player online on that particular machine, then you had a line of people like that wanted to spectate the match. So like, please make it an orderly line like you would see in a real arcade. Yeah. So all these things you would see like you're actually running an arcade was kind of the suggestions we received from them as well. So it was quite interesting.
Nice. So that's a great new visual update for the group matches.
Sadly, in my
One
country,
of the
there
things
is
that
so
we're gonna
little
talk about
amount
is the
of
ghost
the arcade
battles,
version
right?
of Tekken because,
So-
yeah.
So Super Ghost Buttons.
はい、クローズドベータテストで、
Oh, this is the AI
分
version.
かると思うんですけど
You
も、
can
本当
find
に
a
プレイヤー
ghost.
の動き
The
を
AI version
素早
that
く
might
再現
be
して、
uh,
その人の特徴を
might be worse
再現
than
して
your
ゴース
current
ト
opponent.
搭載してるんですけども、
It is AI. It can be programmed to match the mimic or the behavior, fighting behavior of the top players
見
out
る
there.
と体験できます。
So this Super Ghost battle is quite different than past Tekkens. It's really cool because
Additionally, you can download
the
other
ghosts will
players'
remember
AI
all of
ghosts
your,
from the
your
launch. Oh, you can
characteristics,
download
like
other
your
players' AI.
movement, the techniques, and
So,
Your
so
punishes
every
and
person that
Exactly.
plays Tekken 8
And,
it
so this was
is
a really cool
recorded
feature for Tekken 8 that
into
people
the
were
system,
able to see in CNT. But one thing
you know,
that
the
they
behavior
could,
of the
check out
fighting
in the
systems.
final game is you can
Each frame, and you can download
If
the
you're playing
version of your
in the,
friends, so you
arcade
can
quest mode, which we
fight
talked
how
about in the
your
past,
friends
there's a
gonna
certain area there where you can
usually
show
play
your
or
ghost.
usually use
自分のゴー
the
ストと
techniques
戦うと
of
結
the
構面白い
characters.
効果があってどんどんゴースト
And
が
even you can fight,
成長していくの
including yourself and
息子が
developers.
こう成長していく様を見
You
て
can fight yourself.
自分の分身なんだけど
I can imagine if I fight the Arslan
そ
Ghost.
れとやっぱりその客観的に
Any
自分
top
のプレ
players
ーを見
need.
るのでその自分の弱点だったり癖が分かってここをもっとこうよくすれば強くなれるなっていう気づきもあるはずです。
And Nakatsu was just mentioning that it's quite interesting that one of the cool things that you get.
Come on,
from
Reina, where's
those
Reina?
is It's kind of like raising a child.
Reina,
It's
I've
it's
seen
a
the-
reflection of you, and it grows
seen
as you
the
get better
leak.
as a player, right?
I don't know
Another
if it's
cool feature of it
true or
is
not,
that
but
as
so
you're
far the
playing your
pictures
own
was
goal,
right.
it may,
The
lead
picture
you
was
to
right.
find
The
some
picture
weaknesses
was
that
right.
you can't
But
necessarily
who
see
knows?
from first-person perspective.
Maybe Harada want to skip the Reina into DLC. Maybe it turns out to
Which
be
is something
Akuma
you'll
after all.
find in Ghost.
Understood.
Imagine if Akuma, the same Akuma that was introduced before, like in the Tekken 7.
ので相当なことができるんで、割とねコメントで多かったのがAI は下段ガードが弱いとか言ってる人いるんだけど、実はねそれそのプレイヤー自体があまり下段ガードできてない証拠なんですよ。で自分のとやると分かります。割と下段ガード上手い人が本当に甘くなっちゃうので、そういうところまで覚えちゃうということを考えると、自分の成長に合わせて本当 AI も成長してくれるので、そこは本当ミラーになってるぐらいの感じで遊べると思いますね。
So Rada's comment was quite interesting that it is kind of a reflection of yourself, and it is much more complex than anything you've seen so far in fighting games as far as how much it is able to remember and actually perform in a match. But one of the kind of interesting things of feedback we received from players that tried it out was it seemed like the Ghost was really bad at blocking low attacks. But Harada's like, well, that's because you're bad at blocking low attacks, and the Ghost is just a reflection of that.
So the
that's one
CBT
thing that
version,
that you,
the CBT
realize
version,
about yourself.
Cool feature, but of course, we have
you
a
can
lot
find
more.
the AI
I think
Ghost,
one of
but
the
in the
features that
launch.
was
In the
developed
launch.
in
I didn't
the
understand the
seasons
launch,
of Tekken 7
to be
is
honest.
the My Replays and Tips.
One of my favorites.
So I think that was super useful for especially up and coming players. But let's go ahead and kind of focus on how that's coming back in Tekken 8.
I didn't understand the launch. My replays and tips, matches in multiple modes could be recorded. Okay. Online matches.
はい、マイルプランティップの前にもう一つゴーストでお伝えしたいことがある。一つ前のスライド。
Oh, so you can record
Sorry
offline.
again.
Okay.
There's another cool thing that Nakatsu wants to talk
CPU
about.
versus
So if
CPU
you
is
go
not
back
eligible.
slide, please.
Oh, there was another ghost slide. Okay.
No, just this.
Okay.
ゴーストバトルにはですね、実はそのリーダーボードから、ゴーストをダウンロードすることもできて、そういうことができると何がいいかっていうと、例えば新キャラクターだったりいろんなキャラクターと対戦したくてもマッチングしないじゃないですか。だけどそのリーダーボードからゴーストを選択して、対戦することでそのキャラクターの対策ができたり、苦手とする人がもしいた場合はその人の癖をつかむといった、
ロビーで会わなくてもできる。
疑似対戦みたいな形もできるので、結構このゴーストの遊びはかなり鉄拳に力を入れて体験としても強化した部分なので製品版に期待してほしいです。
Come on,
Another
that's
important difference
dynamical.
from the CBT that you
The
just
audience
had to mention
starts
is
to get bored.
you know, in CBT you had to be online with someone. I had to meet you in the lobby to play your Ghost.
Yeah.
But you can actually, in the product, go through the leaderboard to do that. So I can find, you know, a famous player to fight against a Ghost, or another useful measure is if there's a certain character that you don't see much online, you can find that in the leaderboard and play against that Ghost to kind of learn more about that character.
Oh,
Understood.
so you can see the leaderboard and you can fight the AI ghost of the leaderboard.
そうですね。
For example, like if you found that Ni is on top of the one, number one of the leaderboard, so you can find it, is download the AI ghost and find them.
そんな感じでさっきの結果に似たような感じでね進んでいったもんね。
そうですね。検証中のちょっとバージョ
So
ン
it is introduced in Tekken 8, so I was hoping that Tekken 7 has the same version of the ghost
上が
battle.
っていくかなという予想はあります。
But I suggested Tekken, I think the Tekken 7 system is currently not yet
So he was just,
implementing
Harada's mentioned there's other stuff
maybe
we
they
plan
did
to do in the
record
future
the
that
system
people
or
really
the
enjoy this
behavior of the
aspect,
fighters.
like have maybe a champion's Ghost each fight each other.
Oh, wow.
Something we do in the dev environment currently, where I mentioned my Ghost defeated Nakatsu's. I was quite happy about that. And of course, Harada's is a pretty cheap Ghost as well. So please look forward to that.
Okay, good to look forward to. Let's go back to the My Replays and Tips again. You were kind of talking about one of your favorite sections or updates to the game. How is it in Tekken 8?
テケンでは
はい。
変わったと思う。
マイリプレイ&ティップスはですね、自分のリプレイからその改善点を、リアルタイムに表示してくれて、その場で練習できるっていう機能なんですけども、オンラインの対戦だけではなくって、今回、テッケン8に追加するアーケードクエストのバトルだったり、スーパーゴーストバトル、いわゆるゴーストとの対戦でもそのマイリプレイ&ティップスに対応しているので、例えばちょっと対人戦で、挑んでその改善点を自分で見つけるっていうのはちょっと抵抗がある人にもオフラインでの遊びの中で自分の改善点が分かるようになっているので、 ゴーストと対戦してリプレイで改善点を練習するみたいなこういった遊びもできるんで、その辺は、製品版で楽しみにしてほしいです。
So what's really cool about this My Replay and Tips is you don't have to actively go out and look for the information. You can just boot up the game and look at it, and it'll tell you what you need to improve on to get better as a player. And so you can use this with not just your online plays against other people, but if you're playing in various modes or with another ghost character or something like that, it will also give you access to My Replay and Tips. So I could play against someone's ghost rather than playing them directly, and it kind of lowers the hurdle a little bit if you feel really nervous about going online.
なので、もしかすると、そのオフラインの、バトル、ゴーストとのバトルだったり、オンラインでもそのプロフィールからゴーストと対戦できるって機能があるので、対人戦は1回もやったことないんだけど、すごく強くなりましたって人が生まれるかもしれないです。
So you can even go online and visit someone in the lobby.
Together, a little more delay, please, with the after 2 hours.
Keep doing that. And, it's a good way to level up as a player and without even playing against another
Come on.
So then
The
when you do
audience
get that chance,
host
you
is
do make
already.
that step that you're
Come on,
going to be
please.
a monster, right?
Yeah, it's really cool because again, a lot of these players will get the experience, get to play on their own, and they can review the tapes afterwards. So that's good stuff.
Cool.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next slide.
Okay, next slide.
Talk about all of the playable characters.
Yeah, that's the playable character. I forgot Double Jin, Alyssa, Lisa,
はい、現時
Panda.
点で31キャラクターの、
Yeah, November 12th.
公開しています。
In my country, it's already November
公開した
13th.
4キャラクターですね。ザフィーナ、リー、アリサ、ジミ
Already 13 and it's 11
こちらの、
o'clock, 11
映像
a.m.
見たことがない方もいると思うんで、
Where the hell is Reina, bro?
So obviously there was a few characters that we announced
Come on,
recently.
right now.
Zafina, Lee, Alisa, and Devil Jin, as well as Victor. But before we do that, I think we have some questions from the players that we need to answer. その前に質問書いてあるんですね。
That's right. You know, a lot of the players have been following obviously the game since the announcement, the closed network test, the closed beta test. We actually talked to some of the players, some of the champions that were here
Why
this
did
weekend,
you even
and got
ask
some
the
questions out of them. And they
question?
wanted to ask you guys for
Bro,
your personal opinion.
please, just
So the
continue.
first question I had from one of our players
Ask
is,
the question later,
what is your
please.
personal purpose for making Tekken? Do you want it to be more of a attractively casual game or a more competitive esports title? Many players.
The people who comments on the top chat on the chat is crying for they need sleep. I'm not sleeping because it's already afternoon.
さまざまな質問をもらって、その1個目が、鉄拳を作る目的はどういう目的ですかって、もっと言うと、カジュアルのオーディエンスに向けたものなのか、この e スポーツに特化したプレイヤーに向けたものなのか、どういう人のために作ってるのかという感じですね。でこの人もそうなんですけど、その人の周りにもこの、自分のなりわいとして、e スポーツプレイヤーではあるので関心があります。
そうですね。まず簡単に言うと、もちろんできるだけ広い、そう人に遊んでもらいたいというふうに考えてます。かといってじゃあうちの母ちゃんに遊んでもらいたいかっていったらそういうところをターゲットにはしてませんけど、ただe スポーツのタイトルとして作ろうっていうふうには最初からそういうふうには作らないです。裾野を広げて、結果的に楽しむ人が増えたら結果論として競技する人も出てきたっていう形が理想だと昔から思ってやってるので、できるだけ極端しオンラインで遊ばねえぞという人がパッケージで買ってもこのストーリーモードとかいろんな充実したモードをすっごいお金かけて作ってるんで、実はそっちの方がむしろねなので本当にパッケージゲームとしてオフラインのゲームとして買っても満足いくぐらいっていうつもりで作ってますが正解だよね。
そうですね。
多分理想はバスケみたいな同じ競技ですけどすごい軽に遊べる人もいるし、それを極めた人が NBA とかで活躍するという感じが理想。
いい回答するね。最初から君が答えた方が。
So Gerardo was just mentioning that we obviously want to appeal to a wide audience. Whether that's casual or not is kind of maybe a different way of measuring that. But that said, it's not like he's expecting his own mother or someone to be playing Tekken avidly. So we hope to appeal to a casual audience, but also people, esports players, etc. More than that, though, it's not just that base core game. It's more about all the one-player content, the story mode, all the other stuff that we have that you can enjoy by yourself. So it's a very a wider audience than perhaps this question kind of hints to. And I just said it's kind of like basketball, right? You have the same kind of sport that I even enjoy, and a bunch of casual people can enjoy, and if you're good enough, eventually you make it to the NBA, but it's still the same sport, right?
Understood.
And Harada said, well, that was a really good answer. You should
So that was your version. Last question then. This one's going to go a little bit deep because it kind of talks about the Tekken series as a whole. What does the team think personally about some of the attractive points, or maybe even the negative points, of the Tekken series that they kind of want to shape into how that would reflect into the development of Tekken 8?
3人で考える鉄拳の強みと弱点を考えて、鉄拳どう持っていきたいかっていう質問ですね。結構難しいな。
Yeah, very
彼はね、僕を取材してた側でもあったんで面白いんですよね。プレイヤーでもあったし、メディアでもあったし、今や開発者でもあるっていう3つの顔を持ってるんで、逆にいろんな視点で言えるかなと思うんですけど。
So Harada first throws this question to Nakatsu because he's kind of got interesting experience that he started off as a player of Tekken. Then he was a journalist who actually interviewed Harada about Tekken. And then he joined the development team. So he's got a variety of different histories surrounding this.
そうですね、鉄拳シリーズのやっぱり魅力っていうのは本当にいろんな魅力的なキャラクター、例えば、格闘家もそうですし、その動物も出てくるし、メカも出てくるっていう、本当に多種多様な個性的なキャラクターが出てくるっていうのが魅力的だっていうのと、やっぱりたくさんのその実在の格闘技から、我々オリジナルの格闘流派も含めていろんな技を動かしてて楽しい技をたくさん提供するっていうところで、本当になんていうんですかね、裾野がすごく広くて、受け皿としてもとても魅力的なコンテンツだと思ってるんですけど、それをやっぱり一番どんどん長年積み上げていくと、どうしてもかなり数が多くなったり、習得するまでの時間がかかったり、これ魅力の部分でもあるんですけど、そういったところを、どんどんテッケン8で良くしようと思って、スペシャルスタイルみたいなのをそのアーケードクエストとか、ゴーストを含めてよりカジュアルな人にも遊びやすくするってところで、魅力が反面裏返しでマイナスポイントになるところをいろんな機能モードで補っていくことで、たくさんの人がそのぐらいをしたいと思って開発しました。
Very good answer. So he was mentioning that if you're familiar with Tekken, I assume most people watching the stream are, that we have a variety of different characters, whether it's a master martial artist or some kind of a bear or animal, or even robots who are like Alisa or Jack or something like that. So obviously all these different unique fighting styles, some of them real, some of them created by us. And all these characters have so many techniques on their own, right? And so it appeals to a wide audience because it's likely you'll find a character that you really can connect with. At the same time, if you're brand new to the series, it is a lot of content that you have to kind of remember and get up to speed on before you can really jump in with people who are long-term fans. So it's at the same time like one of the strongest benefits, but at one of its weaknesses, right? So how do we
start to explore the other genres
especially
of
for
the game,
Tekken
for
8,
example, like
we
fighting
put a
games.
large focus on this
Typically,
special style, which
Indonesia
is
is one of the lowest,
quite
maybe in
unique.
Southeast Asia
That's
compared
really
to
supposed to help people who are new
like
to the
both
franchise.
Thailand.
Also,
maybe
Power
other
Quest,
countries.
which
Indonesia is
after
more
playing
like
kind of teaches you the ropes of Tekken, and
mobile
the
games
buffs,
or
tutorial mode, the practice, and
like
there's various things that
games,
we've
shooter
implemented in the game
games.
to make it easier to make that jump into Tekken.
I would like to, I'm hoping that in the version of Tekken 8, maybe the community of the gamers will start to seek like Tekken 8's access.
アピールポイントを喋ったからね。
I was hoping
さすが中津でも同じこと考えてたから。
いや俺最初だと俺変なボロクソ変なこと言うとこだったんだけど。
よかったです。
よかったよ。もう言わんとこは俺。
So Rada was just laughing. He thought it was interesting that Nakatsu, we don't have a script at all if you're not aware of that. He was just saying it was interesting that Nakatsu took that he's supposed to say a weakness and he kind of disguised it and turned it into the benefit of the product. And I was like, well, we're on the same wavelength because I was thinking the same thing. And Harada's like, I was just going to say something out of left field, so maybe it's better that Nakatsu answers that one.
Look at the chat comment, bro.
Thank you.
We do have to move on, of course.
Crazy numbers today.
Characters, you know, you just mentioned Victor as well.
Maybe should
we
I
had a
put
video as well that we wanted to play, so I think we'll go right into that,
emoticons
right?
also?
Let's do it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, bruh. Increase the volume. There she is. Hi, chat. Okay. No. Okay, as usual. Finally. Steve's face right as far. The Steve face still not there yet.
Your fate is already decided.
食べさせてもらおう。
倒させてもらおう。マルフロ。
排除します。
罪と共に生きろ。
They'll just say, you break our curse. You wield the sword. Ooh, shit. And? Okay, and the victor's already converted.
Awesome video, of course. That was
That's
previously
just the
released. The return of
introducing-
some legendary
What
characters,
the hell is
some beloved
this
characters.
new character,
You
bro?
guys want to walk us through who's coming back?
What? What did you even show that
Obviously
anymore?
My favorite Devil Jin, my main character.
Why do you even show that again? It's been maybe 4 times.
そうですね、今回こういった機会いただいたので、あまりなかなか世に出すことがない開発の、デザイン資料を持ちしたので、
Let's
それで
embrace the chat
そちらを
again.
見ながら
Use the
伝え
same
So Mark, you
emoticons.
know, actually,
I'm so angry.
everyone's seen the trailer probably already, but we actually have some special kind of behind-the-scenes artwork and other details regarding these characters that we'd like to talk about today.
All right, so kind of focusing on the return of the legends, these characters coming back. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first slide as we kind of go into each one in depth.
Okay.
So kind of as you mentioned, Lee, Zafina,
Going
Elisa,
clockwise,
I
right?
really like the
Devil
Lee and
Jin.
Devil Jin version,
Devil Jin,
although I'm
Lisa.
not playing
Okay, let's
any
go
of
look
these
at the
characters, to be honest. But I know
Let's
Devil
do
Jin
it.
a little bit.
じゃあ、中さん、ザフィーナのデザインについては。
そうですね、ザフィーナはやっぱり今回、アザゼルの手を含めて、どうやってミステリアスな女性にするかってところで結構コスチュームデザインはしっかり考えて、行いました。
Seems still
So one of the key
long road.
concepts of Zafina
Still
is like
long
how to
road.
present her as a mysterious female character. Obviously, she's got that special hand with the Azazel kind of trapped in there.
はい特に、こだわったのはそのフードだったり、この左手の封印されているところの、ディティールには、デザイナーがこだわって作成してます。
And so the designer was actually really putting a lot of detail and work into the
Yeah,
hood of the
man,
character.
yeah.
Not only that,
Yes,
but
of course.
her left hand, you know, which contains that power.
はい、でデザイン以外でいうとやっぱりストーリーにもかなり重要な役割で、参戦していて、
So they will
その
explain the
抑えられなくなっ
whole
てきてるアザゼルのその暴走
5
っていうとこ
new
ろが、
legends
結構そ
about
の、
their outfit
メインストーリーだったり、
before we
彼女のその
proceed to the final
登場
character
シーンだっ
reveal.
たり、勝利シーンにも、描かれてるのでそこも注目してもらいたいです。
And this is actually, you know, plays an important part in the story this time as well. And this shows up
Dude,
not
disrespecting
only in her
her
story
time.
portion,
Yes, this is
but
Monday,
in some
bro.
of the intro scenes when she joins.
It's
the
Monday
battle,
now, right
she's barely able to contain Azazel in that hand.
次のスライドお願いしま
All right,
す。
let's
Slide, please.
go ahead and go to the next Zafina slide.
はい、こちらがさっきのこだわって制作したって言った、左手の部分の、細かい腕輪だったりディティールが描かれた。
Like Zefina.
So this is a close-up and just some of the
I just hate
kind of
her
setting
movement. I
materials
just hate
that
her
we have
movement.
regarding her
There are
hand
gimmicks.
in more
There
detail.
are friend that
and, some of the
her
other
friend that I
elements
don't like it
Katsu's
at all.
talking about.
I
か
didn't
なり
have
コス
trouble
プレは
to
大変だと思うんですけど、もしコスプレやられる方がいたら、この辺の 画像を参考に制作していただいて。
じゃあ俺がツイッターで上げとくか。
あ、そうですね。
And the combo
We
is
believe it
you
might
know,
be difficult if you plan to cosplay
the
as
Valkyrie is
Fina, but
not
this
really
should
good.
help you in creating your
the
costume.
damage is
And Harada said
okay,
he'll upload it to his X account, so
but
you all can work on your
somehow
costumes.
everybody
Yeah,
put
please
them
look forward to
in
it.
it put her in
That's cool.
S
Nice
tier
Safina update.
because
Let's go
maybe
ahead
different
and move
data.
on to the
I
next
didn't
character.
learn her
Yeah,
data.
so
It
you
didn't
can show-
happen.
なんかここら辺の話は
Yes,
トイレで行けるか
the Lee
も
has a
食事行けるか
pistol
って
right
人は
now.
結構コメントで言ってるから大丈夫ですトイレと食事行けるぐ
It
らい
reminds me of Virgil,
いってらっしゃい
the DMC, Virgil DMC.
Harada's reading the chat, which we all know we're not supposed to do, and they're asking if they can go to the bathroom, get a break to eat or whatever. Sure, go ahead. Feel free.
続けますか。
Yeah, let's keep it
Yeah,
rolling.
続きます。
はい、
Please
次
continue.
にリーチャオラなんですけども、今回、
リーチャオラ
バトルスーツに
レイチャオラ
で参戦してます。
Here,
これはバイオレットシステムズ社が開発した
レイチャオラ
バイオレットスーツっていうもので、そのリーが自ら発注
coolest
し
character in the game.
て制作されたものです。
So Lee Chaolan makes
One of
another
the
appearance.
coolest character in the
This
game.
time wearing a battle suit.
Lee,
made
Claudio.
by Violet Systems, aptly named the Violet suit, and so this is something that he actually created firsthand. Lee Chaolan is. Next slide,
The
please.
playstyle of Lee is very
はい、
majestic.
こちら実際銃は撃たないん
He
ですけど
deserves
も、
the G.
リーの腰のところに銃がついてたり、ストーリーの中でも、結構、出てくる、スーツになりますので、製品版出たら、ストーリーモードで楽しんでいただくと、この辺のスーツの活躍も見れると思います。
And so you'll notice he has like a firearm attached to his suit. That's not something he uses often during battle. It's more just kind of the part of the setting of the suit. But there are some other accessories and details to it. And if you're playing through the story mode, once you have your hands on Tekken 8, you'll
maybe
see
I
through
can
that
say
a little
that-
bit
Yeah,
what the suit can do.
maybe Tekken
じゃあ今騙
can.
されてトイレ
Maybe
と
Bandai
食事行
Namco
ったやつ
can
多い
not
から
this.
そろそろ
Not everybody
今のトレーラー
see
So
the
Rudd is
designs
saying,
or the details
while the people are still
of the
taking a
accessory of
break
the
for
characters.
bathroom break
They
or
just
food,
see,
let's do the
they just, I
trailer
think they
right
just see
away.
that
No, that would be
they just see that the character's outfit is good and it's cool, but they don't really see
Nakatsu and I are part of that. Send all
the
the hate
details
to
of like the accessory or
Excellent
maybe
update on Lee. Let's go ahead and move on
maybe
to
maybe it's
Elisa.
just me, but
で、アリサ。
this,
アリサはですね、
presentation like this
鉄拳
is just
6
too
で
deep.
アリサをデザインしてくれ
Maybe
た
5 or 10%
開発の
on
デ
the
ザイナー
character,
の女
maybe
性が
5 or 10% of the
So this is
players
actually one of our
will
female artists was in
pay
charge
attention
of
to
doing
these
the design
details.
for Elisa this time.
So
かなりやっ
maybe
ぱり揺れ物だったり色合い
you
含
actually
めて
not, you
こ
don't need
だわってデ
to
ザインしてもらっていて、
you
僕
know
は結構この
explain
配
this,
色を
but
気に入って
yeah,
ます。
okay.
安心メントリー
Okay, it's okay.
基本的にアリサのアイデンティティなので
And so Harada-san was just saying that Elisa's kind of asymmetry design is something that's always been key to her. And Nakatsu mentioned that the female designer actually, one of the things that they focused most on was that kind of delicate coloring to the character and also the wavering of the cloth and the materials. So that's something to check out once you see her. And Nakatsu is really a fan of the coloring, how it turned out.
では次のスライドお願いします。はい、今回アリサは実はパワーアップしてまして、スラスターだったりチェーンソーもパワーアップしてます。
What is that?
で
What is
実は
this?
毎回、気づいてる人いるかわかんないんですけども、チ
This is
ェ
a
ーンソー
wing,
の
right?
型番は実は
This is
原田
her
の
wing.
こだわりがすごい
What is this?
ところでして毎回
This is the
型番が
the chainsaw.
名前が変わっていてよく見てもらえると分かるん
What
です
is
け
this?
どもう某 NVIDIA
Or
の
maybe this is chainsaw,
言っちゃってる
but the saw is
意味な
rejected.
くてね。
イデアカードの型番っぽい
っぽい感じの、はい、
名前になってる
名前になってるので、その型番含めて結構ディティールがしっかり作られてるので、その辺見てもらっても面白いと思います。
So along with Elisa's new costume, she's actually, her features are kind of powered up, got upgrades, you could say, the thrusters and the chainsaws that she's famous for. One of the details in
Oh, so
particular,
this
if
is
you weren't
the
aware,
oh, no,
is
no, no. The
Harada
thruster
always
is not
loves to
here.
put like a
Which
model
one is the
number to the
thruster?
chainsaws, right?
Yeah.
And this time it's changed to
So the
reflect that
wings
kind of being
is
upgraded.
attached to the
And if you are very knowledgeable about
Her
certain
body.
graphic boards, you
Her
might
body.
see
Her
where the
back.
inspiration came from. I guess we could
back.
say.
Easter egg to look forward to. Awesome update for Elisa.
Maybe
Let's
behind this is
move on to
Charles
another
Trek.
fan favorite, one of your favorites,
Yes.
Mr. Devil Gene.
It's time. Devil
now we're
Jin、俺の
talking.
一番気に入るじゃないですか。
いやこれはそうですね。もう
Devil Jin
マイ
is
ケルが一
really,
番の気
really
なんですけ
cool.
ど、まあいくつかやっぱりデザイン案が上がってきて、
The gene is top
まあ
notch.
デビル・ジーン、
The wing
まあ、マイケルが
is
好きな
more
の
like
で、まあ、どれ
devilish
がいいかって聞いて、
I like the design of the wings.
そう
大体マイケルが反
Especially
応し
the
たら
full black
あ
one.
これが
It
やっ
is
ぱり
so
好きで
badass.
受けそうだっていうので結構今回のデビル・ジーンはマイケルのファーストインプレッションで選ばれて
God
ます。
dang it.
Everyone knows I've been a long-time fan of this character, and I think a lot of people like me tend to fall for this character. So they have this test where they lay out a few designs in front of me. The one that I just go the most tasty
When I see
like
Devil Jin,
on, that's the one they
it
choose.
remembers me.
They're like, that's got to be
It reminds
the
me
right one.
of Kudan, the goat of Devil
はい
Jin.
次のスライドお願いします。
Ooh.
やっぱり今回結構、まあ、ジンが
Damn,
デビルの力を
man, damn.
使いこなせそうになってる中
The wing
参戦
is
するということで
so
やっぱりちょっと、まあ、ジンが白
The wing
に対して
is
デ
so
ビルジ
good.
ンも黒っていう対比を結構しっかり、描いて、まあ、このデザインになってます。でストーリーに、注目していただくと、
Okay, so
まあ、デビル
he's
ジンが
wearing
どういう
boots.
関わり方をしていくかっていうところも描かれていくので、まあ、プレイだけじゃなくて
And
ストーリー
these
面も
kind
含め
of
て注目
ornaments.
してもらいたいです。
And so the overall design of Devil Jin is quite unique. If you followed the story up until now, you kind of know that he's gaining a little bit more control over his abilities. And kind of to reflect that, we have Jin Kazama as a more like a white outfit look, where the Devil Jin is like the dark side. It has more of this black outfit. And
It
so
reminds me
when
of
you're
the
playing,
Advanced
not only is the
Sevenfold.
character really awesome and fun to play, but as you're playing through the story mode, you can kind of see like what kind of role Devil Jin plays in that.
まあこう各キャラクターのこの採用されてるデザイン
Yeah, but the
だけ
wings
ど
is
この
more
裏
like
には
angelic,
も
more
う
like
もっと
devilish.
限りないボツになったデザインがたくさんある
It's
ので、
biblically-
まあ、そういうのはいずれまたこういう機会で皆さんに見せていきたいなと思います。
Gerardo was just mentioning, keep
So
in mind
good.
these are the final designs, but we had many in the process that
Okay,
did
Lee,
end
Alyssa,
up
Zavina,
making it into the game.
Devil
So
Jin.
maybe at some other point we'll be able to share those with you.
Understood. So that's awesome. I know recently you guys also revealed another character, Mr. Victor.
Yes,
and,
Victor.
and
I
I
wanna
think
see
the
the
very
Victor
mostly
song.
positive fanfare from the community and from the fans. That was a really cool video. You guys want to talk a little bit about that, or should we just?
まず見ましょうか。
まあまず見ましょう。
Let's check it out. Let's check out the video
Let's go right
first.
into the Victor video.
Okay, it will be the Victors. The Victors Valia. The real? Okay, for once more. But because it's Victor, okay. It's okay. The voice actor is good. The Fingsong who? Fingsong Capel?
Les couchers de soleil sur la Seine me rappellent ce que je pense.
My son's crying, sorry. My son's crying, sorry.
Je vais m'en charger.
Look at that, Fingsong Capel.
Ready for the next battle. New challenger.
Défaite, tu as perdu d'avance.
Wait, my son is... I remember that Nee says to the Victor that Victor, the design itself is no more attacking character because he wields swords, a karambit, a pistol, and a fucking sword. Katana is this sword. I was expecting that the French UN was expecting like a special agent that requires just a pistol only. If the pistol only is good, but I think the sword is a little bit too much. The overall the design is cool. He's cool, but he's really the replacement for Noctis. The warping movement, the warp movement is so Noctis. The warp movement is so Noctis. This is basically just a replacement for Noctis.
Soyons efficaces. Échec et mat.
start thinking that this character is fit for Valorant.
Victor is looking really stylish and really cool. Talk to me. What led you guys to create this awesome character?
One of my favorite newcomers, right? すごいかっこいいキャラなんですけど、まあどういう意図で作ったのかと。
もともともう十数年前からフランス人キャラクターを出したかったんですよ。ずっとリリーはモナコで実はフランス語喋ってるフランス人じゃないので、でフランスでも鉄拳ってすごい人気なんですけど、フランス人がいないっていうので。実現するのがちょっと遅くなっちゃって、一番最初にもう一言目で俺中津に晩餐合戦みたいなのって言って
ましたね。わかりやすく。
そしたら本当に
本人がまさに
ボイスを本当に本人が当ててくれることになるっていうのは全く想定してなかったんですけど、本当にフランス人をコンセプトにして晩餐合戦ってやっていったら全然また違うキャラになっちゃったんですけど、結果的にはすごく皆さんに受け入れてもらっててありがたいと思ってます。はい。
So this was in the works for quite some time. We wanted to make a French character. Tekken is quite popular in France. Many people kind of assume that Lily is that, but she's not. She's actually from Monaco, although she does speak French. So we wanted to make this character, and the directive from Harada at first was, hey, Nakatsu,
yeah, I like the female,
I
like the male French
and it just happened that we were able to get him to lend his voice to the character, which is quite cool. As you look at the final result, it's a little bit different than the original, you know, make it look like Vincent Castle, but he turned out pretty cool. And it seems like everyone's really happy with him so far.
He's cool.
Cool.
はい。でビクターはですね、本当にたくさんの武器を使って、コンバットナイフだったり、カランビットナイフだったり、この
It's all about the sword first. The sword is very similar to your Nero, the Juggernaut
を使ったり、
from Dota.
あとフラッシュライトと拳銃使った本当武器のスペシャリストで、近距離戦も得意ですし、中遠距離も得意です。距離の制圧が非常に得意なキャラクターになってます。
So Victor is really a weapons specialist. You can see all these details. He's got combat knives, karambit knives, his long sword called Take Mikazuchi. And and also in addition to that, even he has pistols and flashlights.
And
so
when the sword is put into the
also kind of mid-range
whatever the fuck is this, it can turn into
やっぱりそれだけでなくて、
maybe it's being charged or something.
忍術、あとスパイアクションも含めた本当に何ですかね。
Okay, the blazer or the outfit, his outfit is good.
っていうか男女問わず好きな要素が本当
He
に
has a lot of weapons. The karambits,
イケオジと
the
か好きな女
pistols,
性の方もいるじゃない
the
ですか。なん
swords.
で本当いろんな要素を詰め込んで
Oh,
一つかっこいいキャラクターを作ろうってところで、
Yeah.
本当に時間をかけて作り上げたキャラクターです。
So he's a very cool unique, character. He uses kind of a mix of martial arts based on kind of military
But I didn't see his
martial
martial
arts.
arts. Most of the movements
He's also
Victor
used
is
very to appeal to
very much of his tools or his weapons.
That's when Harada cracked up and said, "Really?" But true. I mean, at least Nakatsu's
the combos he's using, the wall carry is very minimal of using the
So let's
hands
actually talk
or
about
limbs.
Victor's stage.
He's
his
not
battle
using
stages.
limbs. Most of the
バトルステージについて。
これはね、マイケル覚えてるかどうかわかんない。
Evil
20年ぐらい、20年以上前に
Evil Tower,
ず
right?
っとマイケルがパリ初めて行った時に、いきなりセーヌ川の行っていきなりこれに乗ったんですよ。その時の風景そのまんまなんですよね、これね。
So the original kind of inspiration for this was Harada and I 20 years ago, if you believe that, went to France, Paris in particular, on a business trip, and like right off
I
the
wonder
plane,
if there's a braking
this
mechanism
was pretty much
or
what it was like.
This was your
maybe jump
first
to the water
experience?
mechanism on
Of
this
France.
In
stage.
France, okay, in Paris.
I mean, if you just square on the boat,
Anything? Any
Oh,
other
yeah.
details with regard to the
I
date?
think it's pretty boring. You didn't,
聞いてる僕は残念ながら
Maybe you can break the wall.
行ったことないんですけど、いろんなこう
動くんだよね、でも確か船が。
いろんな映画だったりドラマとかをすごくたくさん研究のために見て、おそらく多分こういうことだろうなっていうところと、その動いていくことで風景が変わるっていう面白さがあるんじゃないかっていうところで、背景のスタッフと一緒に まあ、イメージを共有しながらできたのがこのステージです。
そうだから背景スタッフも行ったことないのに、
ここまで作り込んで
でちょっと作って俺が見てこんな感じって
ね
言うって繰り返すってそうそうそう。
So keep in mind, Nakatsu's never been to that location, nor have the artists who are working on it.
Okay.
So it's pretty much they consumed a lot of movies and other content to try to get a good image of what it would be like. And as they keep creating it, Harada and I are kind of like, oh yeah, that's exactly what it was like. And it is kind of interesting that the boat is moving, so as the time progresses during the match, you're kind of going slowly down the river, which is kind of a unique twist on that. So yeah. We hope that you'll check it out.
Yeah, so not just does he have a cool stage, but he also has a cool design story. I know we have a little bit of behind the scenes from when you guys were creating the character, so I think we're going to go to a short video as we kind of talk about a little bit more about Victor.
Okay, what now? Take more about picture? What is it? Ah, okay. The voice acting with the Vincent
Nous
cassette.
sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler l'équilibre de cette planète. Je suis le maître de l'univers. Alors moi j'ai découvert Tekken en fait dans les années 90 et je me suis intéressé à ce jeu-là en particulier parce qu'il y avait un personnage qui s'appelle Eddie Gordo et qui était un capoeiriste. À l'époque je faisais de la capoeira. Donc j'ai acheté, je ne jouais exclusivement qu'avec le personnage de Eddie Gordo. Lars Alexanderson, le lion de la rébellion. Très bien. Contactez
Très
le
bien.
Brésil.
Très bien.
Génial, parfait. T'as vu ça, Fibro? C'est cool.
Get ready for the next battle. TEKKEN 8. New challenger.
So it's the third time they show this.
Chevalier.
Qu'est-ce qui me plaît dans le personnage de Victor Chevalier? D'abord le fait qu'il soit français, et le fait qu'il y ait un français dans un jeu aussi internationalement reconnu. Le personnage de Victor Chevalier, en fait, il a une caractéristique, c'est qu'il est très élégant. Et j'ai l'impression qu'il colporte à travers sa manière d'être et de s'habiller une certaine idée de l'élégance.
Yeah, because I've already watched this, maybe
Plus le fait qu'on est un peu
I can just away from keyboard a bit.
Il faut une opération.
It's Monday and I'm working right now,
Et le
okay?
moto?
There's an important message from my boss.
Nous sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler l'équilibre des puissances de ce monde.
Il y a plusieurs manières de faire du doublage en fait. Quand on est appelé pour doubler un dessin animé ou une animation qui existe déjà, qui a été fabriquée à l'étranger, où en fait tout d'un coup moi je me retrouve juste en tant que doubleur français, en fait on doit se caler plus ou moins sur ce qui a été fait. En revanche, quand on participe à la création, en fait on travaille avec des petits sketchs pas du tout terminés, des choses presque figées. Et en fait, ce qu'on va faire dans la salle d'enregistrement va servir à l'élaboration du personnage.
Commencez les préparatifs. Commencez les préparatifs.
Nous sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler les puissances de ce monde. Fais en sorte d'être à la hauteur quand tu combats en face de moi. Dispersion! 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 Échec et mat.
Really quiet.
Appelez-moi Victor. Je n'aime pas mon nom de code.
Dispersion.
Ooh, exciting. Yeah, super cool. I mean, actually the experience was super fun to do that. Now that's 31 characters.
That's correct.
But I hear there's one more.
Okay, here we come.
今回ね、
Anything you want to preface before we get into
私
it?
かなりデリキャラなんですけど、
はい
なんかその前に一言ありますか、みんな。いや、見る前に。
Yeah.
ジェリーシーラ
帰ってきてるでいいんですけど。
Stop joking around. Reveal the character, bro.
平八三島 is completely dead.
Completely dead. Okay, Hachi is completely dead.
Okay.
いやいや
So I think we are going to go into the video we're about to play.
Okay, there's no more Heihachi,
meeting
okay.
that person.
There will be
I
no
would actually feel safer if we
Mecha Heihachi.
see here.
Or maybe in Tekken 9 if the Heihachi concern, or if the Haru concern, they just create the Mecha of Heihachi.
When you're ready, tell them we're playing the film.
Me?
Yeah.
Do it! I'm doing it!
Let's go! Let's go. Finally, bruh. No more angry emojis? Okay. Okay, here we go. Ooh, what's that? Akuma? Ooh, that is Rita. Damn, bro. Purple like it. Raina! Oh shit. Okay, the electrics, it is more similar to June's and combined to Heihachi, I think. Okay, the health sweep too. Huh? Ooh! That is the wind godfist! Holy shit! That is the electric wind godfist! Oh, I'm gonna definitely play it. Damn! Oh, she's stomping. I'm gonna play her. I'm gonna play her. Okay. The aura, the aura. Okay, the aura is pretty much Jun and and Asuka. The gameplay is more like Heihachi. Yes, it's quite more. It's more electric.
I'm safe.
So talk to us about this new
The
character.
Wind Godfist one is so. It is so. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, the comment is true. Heihachi plus Lydia. I think it's more like Lydia and Heihachi. That's true.
いや、以上ではないです。彼女は、2年生っていうキーワードにこだわって作成しました。
2年生?
So the new character is named Reina, and so Harada is going to say something that is going to cause us problems. So we're letting Nakatsu take care of this place, and then he said, "Okay, Reina, that's it, we're out." But Nakatsu's going to give us a little bit more info.
Before we get into that, I mean, I have to kick him out because.
Oh yeah, I got it.
But I just wanted to know his thoughts.
So I was not expecting another kind of Mishima, but the style of the character, like the way that she talks. I know people were recently talking about like characters not being expressive, but like that right there, like that character's in my roster now. Like a lot of hits, I can see it. So I'm definitely happy with the new character. I can't wait to learn more. So let me let these guys talk. Show me the sides, or I'm gonna shake you later.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, and then Nakatsu was mentioning that one of the key concepts of her is duality. Is going to be one of the key themes here.
ちなみに
It is like a radio. And the electric one is, yes, it's pretty much Heihachi.
So fun. I played her a little bit before this trip, just to refresh. There's so many tools she has. It's so, oh man. And I'm
Jin Senpai, yes. I noticed a lot of familiar stuff and a lot of really cool different things on old things as well.
音楽もいろんなこういうヒントを見て、でもそのままの
Heihachi's
ものじゃなくて、ちょっとひねってこう新しくなってる感じが非常にかっこいいです。
嬉しいですね。
Kazuya
次のスライドいきましょう。
Yeah, it's good. We're all shaken from Steve.
はい。これは、例のデザインなんですけども、鉄拳7でもデザインをお願いした、島崎真理さん。鉄拳7でいうと、和美だったり女子のデザインをした、ベヨネッタのデザインで有名な、島崎さんに、デザインをお願いして、彼女の二面性を、
I saw the web dash electric that she
も含めて、 非常にうまく落とし込んで
Maybe Heihachi secretly trained her.
Nakatsu was just mentioning that the design was actually done by Shimazaki-san, who was in charge of Josie and Kazumi for Tekken 7.
Mishima
Also
Dojo was
well known
overstated.
probably for
Hey,
being
I
the
didn't
designer
notice
of
about the
Tekken,
stage.
right? And so the core
Was there a
direction they
multiple
gave her
wall
was
break?
the duality theme, and she took that and translated it quite well into this character with the coloring of the hair, etc.
このね、上着をちょっと俺は個人的に作ろうとしてんだけどね、俺はね。
I wish her hair was puffier.
The jacket
15万円ぐらいかけて。
is pretty cool. Harada's trying to make it and sell it for about $1,500.
Oh, Steve will buy that jacket.
I'm actually trying to do the hair too. That's kind of cool.
Awesome. So Reina, looking forward to seeing her. I think we saw a lot of her stage, but I think we're going to be talking about it a little bit as well. If you have a slide for that.
Yep.
Security training ground.
ステージについて。
そうですね、まあ、ステージの前にちょっと彼女のファイトスタイルみんな気になってるので、映像に、かなりたくさんの要素を散りばめたんですけども、2面性のうちの一つは、今回、例のタイルっていう実在の格闘技を、ベースに戦っています。
回転するやつ。
そうそう。
Gonna play right
日本でも知らない人は結構いると思う。
そうですね、かなり体が柔らかい特徴があったり、すごく俊敏な動きだったり、アクロバティックな動きをする、態度っていう。
カナデとかまた違うなんか動きとかいろんな情報があったりとか、ちょっと古武術寄りな感じですね。So
the stage is pretty long. The stage is pretty long. So I was guessing that there will be multiple wall breaks.
Japan is not that well known yet. The movement is quite unique. It's not particularly like karate. It's more closer to some of the old Kobujutsu style of martial arts.
でその中でやっぱりその手刀だったり引っかき攻撃だったり結構残虐な技も、好んで使うっていうところと、ちょっとストーリーを、遊んでもらうのはなかなか、なんとも言えないんですけども、なぜか三島流喧嘩術を獲得していて、その暴力性があるっていうところの二面性も表現してます。
And so the other side of that duality is she uses a lot of these knife hand strikes and gouging attacks, very brutal. And so for some reason, you have to play through the story to find out why, but she uses Mishima style fighting karate as well. So the kind of dual styles there.
はい、なので、その風神剣のような技も持ち合わせていて、態度のそのスピーディーな動きによって周りを一瞬で詰めたり、動きの中で、技をかわして、その攻め手を掴んでいくみたいなところで本当に動かしていても楽しいし、見た目も含めてものすごくこだわって制作したキャラクターです。
And so she has access to obviously the Wind God Fist that is very typical Mishima styles,
but
then also
true.
very quick.
She has the access to the Wind God Fist.
Movement of the title, so she's able to get in and out of fighting distance quite quickly. And also the look of the character, we put a lot of focus into the details of it to make her really stand out and be a special newcomer to the series.
はい、なので、そういったさまざまな思いや要素を、私とあとはいつも映像を作ってくれてる人間ともう一人バトルのディレクションをしてる人間で本当にどの要素を入れて映像を構成しようかっていうのをすごく悩んで、今回のビデオを作り上げたので本当に2度3度もうたくさん見返して、リリースまで楽しみにしてほしいです。
So not only Nakatsu directing overall, but the person in charge of creating the footage for this trailer you saw, and then also the battle director, how to show off this character and make them look as awesome as we can was something that really took a lot of time and effort to get it right before we showed everyone. So we hope that while you're waiting to get your hands on the game, that you'll check out the trailer several times to look for all these hints and all the cool things that she can do.
ちょっと今トレーラー見たりするとトレーラー見ただけなんでね、性格は一面性しかないみたいなコメントもありますけど、実はそこに二面性があって、とっても怖い子なので、すごい面白い二面性を持ってます。
So Murata reading the chat again, picking up comments saying she looks very one-dimensional, but personality-wise, it's kind of hard to say anything like that about her without seeing more of the game, right? So she's got another side to her. She's quite mean as well. She's got a mean streak to her. So we hope that you'll check her out.
もうストーリーモードね、ちょっと楽しみにしてる。
Look forward to the story. Actually, I'm going to pick her up as a new Mishima. She's so much fun. A different play set than you have from the other Mishimas.
Well, that's awesome. I
One of
mean,
your favorites.
now that brings us to 32, the magic number.
Yep.
All of the playable characters that we have, or of course, people can look forward to the game coming out January 26, 2024. Not too far away.
Can't wait.
Very, very close. I had a great time, not only throughout today's competition,
There's
being able
still
to
no
talk to you guys,
character
of course.
reveal on the gameplay of
It's
Zombie
been fun.
Leap and
I enjoyed it, man. And I'm still intact. My arm's fine. And I hope everyone enjoys the
the
trailer.
trailers will be released weekly.
はい、あとですね、今、スライドに、
そうだよね、これも。Another key point.
皆さん多分すごく気にしていると思うんですけども、公開済みのキャラクタ
That
ー
would be
のキ
Yoshimitsu.
ャラクターの PV、実は自分が編集してるんですけども、ちゃんと作ってますので、随時公開していきます。もうこちらは決定しますので。
So as the slide was just mentioning, Harada and I daily are getting requests on Twitter for character trailers, not of all of them combined, but the individual ones that people are used to. We will be releasing them from now until release, so look forward to those, please.
これね、テッケンプロジェクトの伝統ではないんですけど、僕も現場でずっとやった時はキャラをこうスクリプトを打ちながらPV 僕がやってたんですよ。で今彼もそれをやっちゃってるわけですよ。その企画の仕事をやりながら
やっちゃっていいんですか？
編集はこれは伝統を引き継いでるわけですよ。でそれちょっと忙しくてなかなか追いついてなかったんですけど、そろそろそこら辺はね、もうすぐ皆さんに見せることができると思います。
So Harada was just mentioning that these trailers you see are actually Nakatsu is actually editing many of these. So and it's just something the Tekken project does a lot. Harada used to do the scripting for the battle sequences, but also doing the trailers, etc. So now that mantle's been passed to Nakatsu. So very busy. So we hope that you'll stay up to speed.
お待たせしました。公開を楽しみにお待ちください。
So he just says, please, we hope that you'll all enjoy checking out the trailers when they're released.
Something for all the Tekken fans to look forward to. Before we leave for the night and end our Tekken talk here, and of course our wonderful day of Tekken 8 action, I gotta ask you guys, what is your message to the Tekken fans? Let's start with you, Nakatsu.
ファンの一言は。
はい、本当に、今日で全32キャラクターを公開できたんですけども、本当に今回のテッケン8は、今までのシリーズ本当に最大のボリュームで、かつ品質も最高のものをお届けしようと、プロジェクトメンバーと一丸となって開発しています。で、やっぱり格闘ゲームである以上プレイヤーが主役で、皆さんのコミュニティの力もすごく必要になってきますので、みんなでこの鉄拳7から作り上げてきた熱をもっと鉄拳8で大きくして、本当世界中の人に楽しんでもらいたいと思ってますので、引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。
So Nakatsu just mentioned how he's excited to be able to reveal all 32 characters in the lineup today, and that him and all the staff that are working hard on the game are working their best to make it the most impressive installment to date. And he has something to ask of everyone, that to take all of that power and energy that you gave us for Tekken 7 and to make it even better and bigger and bring in more people for Tekken 8. So please help us with that.
はい。今までのね、こうコアに鉄拳ガリガリ対戦して遊んでくれてる人はもちろんなんですけど、さっきも少し言いましたけど、ですね、極端な話もオンライン対戦僕はしないっていう人でも、ゴーストを育てるだけでも、あとストーリーモード、そしてストーリーモードのキャラクターのね、世界観のストーリーモードとプレイヤーサイドのストーリーモード、そして、全然鉄拳にはない対戦のおまけの、ビーチバレーボールとか、本当にいろんな要素を盛りだくさんにしてるんで、オフラインでのパッケージとして買ってもらっても大満足っていうぐらいで、作ってます。なのでぜひ安心して、購入していただければなと本当に思っております。
So Harada was just mentioning that for everyone who's played Tekken, we're sure that you're going to enjoy this one as well. But even if you haven't, there's a lot of content to enjoy. Not only the story mode that portrays what happens with all the characters, but the kind of story mode in the arcade quest of you as a player and your story. Not just that, but the ghost AI characters that we have this time, that whole system is quite unique. And it also the beach volleyball, kind of the Tekken ball that many people love from the past. All of this different content you can play by yourself, even if you don't feel like jumping online and playing with other people. So definitely please check it out.
あともちろんその発売までもうちょっとだけ時間あるんで、皆さんが言ってる用語とか含めて良くなるところはもうちょっと良くなりますし、いくつか変更点も多分出てくるかなと思います。で加えて今日はね、プロの人にエキシビジョンマッチで盛り上げてくれってお願いしたら、アッシュだけガチで一人でずっとアズセナバリバリガチでやっちゃってたんで、発売前からアズセナはナーフ決定です。
And so we're just saying that we still have a little bit of time for the release of the game, so obviously we're still listening to your feedback, etc. Today when we saw the pros playing the game, he told everyone to make it look good, make it look fun, and they did their part, and then Ash actually tried his best to destroy everyone with the new character Azucena, so he decided to try to nerf her before the rest of the game.
Oh, that's a nerve, Azucena.
But I just feel that this game is
that's
just
a
amazing.
nerve.
All 32 characters have been built from scratch, and I think I like the designs the most out of
The nerve is coming.
And the My Replaying tips and the ghosts, all these things that are unique for a fighting game that'll help you jump into Tekken 8 even if you've never played the game. So now is the best time to start and get on all the excitement that's about to come.
Awesome. Well, again, it's been a fun day. Nakatsu, Harada-san, Michael Murray, thank you guys for coming out here and providing us with this update, with this Tekken Talk. On behalf of the EVO team, I want to thank everybody here that was out here from the community,
that's it, guys.
the players, everyone at
Thank you
Bandit
for
Entertainment,
watching
Tekken Project team, and of course,
See you
all
later.
the Tekken fans around the world. We will see you guys next time for more Tekken action, and make sure you guys pick up the game January 26th when it comes out. See you guys next time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So because the trailer of the characters will be revealed for every week, and I'm gonna be streaming for every week for every character that is gonna reveal because that is gonna be revealed for characters. Okay. So stay tuned of my channel. See you guys. Bye.